Towards the game, comic book collector investor. Groundhog Field saw his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter and 6 more weeks of comic book prices dropping. So welcome to the top 10 highest CGC comic book sold on eBay from February 1st to February 7th. Coming number 10, we have Invisible number 1. Issue. This was issued back in 2003. Signed by Robert Kurtman, CG 9.8. Asking the sold price of $6,000. Let's take a look at this book right here. This actually has a green label, those qualified gray right here. So let's take a look right here. You definitely see the green label right here, and see name written on cover right here. Okay, but other than that, you still got 9.8. Unfortunately, you didn't get the yellow label on this one. Coming number 9, 1964 Amazing Spider-Man issue 14, produced by Marvel Comics. First appearance of Green Goblin, graded CZ 8.0. The final auction price was $6,200. So let's go over the Gold Collect. Gold Collect, we have 8.0 right here. And then this book sold as high as $9,900. So that is a drop of $3,700. According to Gold Collect, fair market value is $5,750. So, and then 1 year average $5,556. The high $5,811, and the low $5,300. So let's go to this chart right here. Unfortunately, I cannot locate the 9,900 though. The one that I see right here is 8,100 back in January 2022. Coming number 8, Towers of Suspense issue 39. This one came in 1963, grade CZ 4.0. First appearance of Iron Man. The final auction price was $7,400. So let's go over to Gold Collect. Of Gold Collect, we have a 4.0 right here. And then let's go over here. The highs, this one was sold as $18,000. So that's a drop of $10,600. And according to Gold Collect, fair market value $6,250. 1 year average $6,960. 9-day average $7,400. That was the one that was just on eBay. The high $8,900, and then low $5,957. So let's go over to this chart right here, and then there it is. It's $18,000 book back in January 2022. Coming number 7, Crime Suspense Story issue 22, grade CZ 4.0, iconic decapitation cover. This is a pretty cool horror. Final sold price was $7,650. Let's go to Gold Collect. Okay, we have a 4.0 right here. And then, unfortunately, not too many data. This was the one that was just sold on eBay. According to Gold Collect, fair market value is $5,750. And the highest on 1 year, $7,650. Low $6,186. But let's go to right here. This is one that was sold on eBay, and then one data before that was let's see here, $6,186, and then before that the highest was $6,582. So that's an increase of $1,068, and this was sold back in June 2025. Coming number 6, Amazing Spider-Man 300, grade season 9.8. This is a newsstand edition. You can recognize the barcode right there. First appearance of Phantom. Asking price was $9,600, but it's actually sold for $8,000. So let's go over to Heritage. Over Heritage, let's go up here. We have a 9.8 right here. And then this one is a newsstand edition. It's sold for $18,600. And so that's a decrease of $10,600. This is back in July 2022. And then we'll go over here. We have one sold for $15,600 back in April 2023. And then let's do one more. We have one sold for $9,000 back in June 2023. And then let's say, you know what, let's do one more. And we have one sold for 8,100 back in June of 2025. Come number 5, we have 1974 Incredible Hulk issue 181, grade CZ 9.2. Full appearance of Wolverine. The sold price was $8,527.76. And then coming number 4, we have also another copy of Incredible Hulk issue 181, grade 9.2. Asking price was $8,999, but it's actually sold for $8,549.05. So we have number 5, and then we have number 4 right here. So let's go over to GPA. Hi, GPA right here. This is a 9.2 right here, and then let's go across. This was the one that was most recently sold on eBay. 9-day average, 12-month average, 2024 average, and 2023 average. So I guess this is good. So for almost a little more than $1,000 in the 9-day average and the 12-month average and then 2024 average. I guess that's good for the comic book market. Let's go down here. This book sold as high as 19,800. So that means this book dropped by $11,272. And then this one dropped $11,251. Let's go back over here. So in 2026, 6 was reported. 8,800 the highest, and low 5,655, average 7,714. And then the one that was sold for 19,800 was back in 2021. Come number 3, Amazing Fantasy 15, grade 3.0, and this was a new listing yesterday, and it was snatched up by a collector. This is an awesome deal, though. This is really legit. So for 9,800, definitely will buy this book, though. However, it's come from United Kingdom. If you live in the United States, don't take a long time for it to come here. 279 feedback, 100% positive. So this is definitely a legit seller. But anyway, let's go over to Go Collect. All right, we have a 2.0 right here. And then this book sold as high 38,400. So that's a drop of 28,600. According to Go Collect, 19,500. So you got the book for almost $10,000 less than what the fair market value is. And 30-day average $23,000. Yeah, so I mean that is that's a real deal that you got for that price there. 38,400 was back in April of 2022. Come number 2, Flash issue 105. This book came in 1959 by DC Comics. First Silver Age Flash, and then first appearance of Mirror Master. Grade CZ 8.5, and final auction rate was 11,100 with 69 bits. So let's go over to Heritage. Over Heritage, unfortunately, only just one that I could locate. And this one sold for $11,352.50. So that is a decrease of $251. And this is back in November 2013. So it's been almost 12, 13 years, and this book haven't really increased in price or decreased in price. Common number 1 for this week, we have Showcase issue 22. This one came in 1959. First appearance on the Green Lantern. Grade CZ 7.5. Final auction price was $12,854.61 with 64 bits. So let's go over to Heritage. Over Heritage, we have a 7.5 right here. And this book sold as high as $31,800. So that's a drop of $18,945. This was back in August of 2023. And then let's swing one over. We one sold for 22,800 back in February 2019. And then let's do one more. We have one sold for 19,200 back in September of 2025. Well, thank you for watching. Enjoy the content. Please like, comment, subscribe. And who are you going to root for tonight in the Super Bowl? Well, my pick is for the Seattle Seahawks to win, though. Let me know who do you want to win tonight.